What's up people, today we're going to take a look at another gaming chair by Douxlife. This is what the new model looks like. It's actually called GC-RC03-KN. Yes, very nice. It is currently available on Amazon for 180 euros, and as usual it comes in different colors. We have blue, grey, red and black. Yeah, this is also the one we went for this time, just plain black and not black and red as we usually do. And it looks very similar to the previous model we reviewed, except that the main difference is it also has a massage function over here, except this time it's not in the whole chair but only in this pillow. Yeah, it's a different kind of massage, they call it Kneading Massage here. And basically there are some kind of weird motors that spin kinda from what it looks like. Well, we will obviously try it out. Yes, it has dual massage modes here. And also another difference is that it even has a heating function, as you can see right here. It is actually kind of interesting considering the cold time of the year right now. So yes, it's going to be interesting to check it out. Other than that, there is not much to say. We have the dimensions here. Also right here it says that the max load is 136 kilos. But here it says 181, and also here in the description it says the same. But I am pretty sure that it can support those 180 kilos, just like the last model we reviewed, because as already mentioned it looked almost the same, and it also had 180 kilos max capacity, which we tested of course. But anyway, let's take a look at the actual chair and see what it can and cannot do. And here it is, the GC-RC03-KN racing gaming chair. I don't know why the box is so dirty, what were the delivery people doing with it, no idea. Anyway, all the parts are nicely packaged, there is as always lots of cushioning material, and the assembly of this chair is also quite straightforward, just like on the other models we previously reviewed. It takes around 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how skilled you are with your hands, I guess. One important note, the parts are all labeled, including the spare parts. This is quite nice, so you're not surprised that something is left in the end. And also all the screws have washers and springs on them. That way there will be no unwanted unscrewing, if you can say it like that, which can happen on cheaper chairs. And this is what it looks like when it's finally assembled. The black color looks pretty nice, I have to admit, slick and stylish. Here is also a direct comparison to the previous model, the GC-RC03 without the KN. The KN probably just stands for kneading, so it has pretty much the same functions. The major difference is of course the armrests. They have been kinda upgraded here. They are still spinnable, and also the height can be adjusted just like on the previous model, but they have added this cushioning material here, which is obviously very nice. After all, you will be using those armrests a lot, at least I know I do, and like that they're not just way softer but also wider and definitely more comfortable. Other than that, everything is pretty much the same. We also have this footrest here, which is also very tiny on this chair, just like on all the others I reviewed so far, so it is really a bit debatable if it can be used or not. You can obviously lean back with one lever and go into this somewhat lying position if you wish, and of course there's another lever to adjust the height or also initiate this rocking motion by pulling it outwards. It's exactly the same as on almost all the chairs we reviewed so far, but the biggest difference is obviously this pillow we have here, because on the previous model we had 7 different vibrating points which were all hidden inside the chair, and here there are only 2 vibrators, those leading vibrators, and they are inside this pillow. That is of course really useful, because that way you can use this pillow separately from the chair. You can take it and use it in your car, for example. You just need to get one of those car adapters. Like on the previous model, we also have this pouch here when you can hide the remote, which is wired by the way, and also the power cord. We have 4 buttons on here, one for on and off. This one is for heating, obviously. This one is for different vibration modes, you can say. And this one is obviously to turn it on. What does YHC mean? I'm not sure. Also here on the back we have a reminder equipped with a 30-minute power off protection to avoid excessive massaging after sitting for a long time. So yeah, I guess for people who accidentally fall asleep or something, I don't know. So obviously the most interesting part comes now, because now we get to test this kneading massage and see if it's actually worth anything. Okay, I turn it on now, and oh, okay, that is interesting. It's also what I like about this model is that it is not loud. The kneading massage motors, they do not make any noise, like it was with the previous model. It is definitely an interesting feeling. It literally feels like somebody is, well, kneading my back, I guess, like an actual massage. and not this vibro massage like on the previous chairs we checked. As mentioned, this button here is for the 3 different massage speeds. It blinks 1 time, 2 times or 3 times, depending on which speed you are in. And this button is to change the direction, clockwise or counterclockwise from what I feel in my back. The most important part is that you actually have to turn the pillow around, like this. Because this is where the motors are. It has a thin fabric here, so you will be able to feel them much more if you use it like this. There we go, it's on now. And also the heating function. As you can see, those red glowy things, this is actually what gets warm. And this is also why from the other side I was not feeling the heat very well. And the massage obviously gets way more intense if you use it that way around. Of course you can also use it like this, but through the thick fake leather stuff here you will not feel it that much. Well, the only thing left now is to do a proper endurance test, because somehow Amazon was not sure is it 130 or 180 kilos. Obviously we're going to test it with 180, and if it dies, it dies. Well, I'm kidding, of course, it will definitely survive, right? So right here we have a total of 70 kilos plus my 80 kilos and plus 2 15s I'm gonna be holding in my hands because yeah, there we go. Well, so in total we have 180 kilos on the chair right now, and as you can see it's not breaking down, which is definitely a success. So in conclusion, it is definitely an interesting chair. It is great that they upgraded the armrest that way, and also the massage function. It is more targeted here, not a full body massage like we had on the previous model with the basic vibrating massage. This kneading massage is definitely a completely different feeling, and what I definitely like about this model is that the massage is much quieter. On the previous model it was really quite loud, and of course, as mentioned, it is great that you can use the pillows separately. So if you should be interested in getting one of those interesting kneading massage gaming chairs, follow the links in the description below and also use our discount code to get it a bit cheaper. And with that said, I thank you all for watching and see you around in many more future videos.